Allora.
Bonjour.
Coucou Marie. Salut Géraldine. J'arrivais pas à me connecter. Mais en fait, finalement, j'ai réussi, mais là, mon image est très mauvaise. Alors, je ne sais pas si vous me voyez bien.
Oui, ça va.
Ça va? Moi, je vois un peu pixelisé, mais je pense que c'est ma connexion. I see everybody's coming. Everybody. Ciao Laura.
Hello.
Caramba, eu já tô com fome. Quando eu acabar a japa aqui, eu venho e queijo a salada, esquento o arroz.
Devo mettere un sordina. Okay. Hi everybody. Sorry, I was like 1 minute late because my internet connection didn't seem to work. But now I'm here, even if my video is very bad. I don't know why. It's okay. So, waiting for all people to show up. I see people arriving. Hello, Chris. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Becu. Hello, Brie. Hello, Charlotte. Chiara, Claire. Deborah. Géraldine, Laura. Laura de Lune. Ah, Laura et Laura de Lune. Ah, en fait, je vous ai mélangé, mais en plus là, vous êtes à côté. Donc, et après, encore Marie, Nicole, two Nicole, Nicole Anello and Nicole Di Pasquale. Cool, daily period. Okay, let's wait for everyone to show up. Let me see who I didn't greet. Who we have here? Ah, Margot! Margot, Marty, and let's check. Okay. Okay, so how was your week so far? Is there anyone who... Okay. Maybe like this. Okay, so I can see the one who's talking. Does everybody use their journal the whole week? Yes. Who drew every day? Even small, Marty said. I can't see everybody, but ecco, Giovanna, hello. I see people showing up. I don't know if there is someone I didn't greet, but it's okay. Since I'm making the meeting with my iPad, it's impossible to see everybody at the same time, and but it's okay. So everybody use their graphic journal. Let me see the face of you all. I can see some like this, some like this, but it's okay. It's not school, so it's not because I'm checking if you made your homework. It's just to know if you enjoyed the process, or if some of you had the occasion to use some of the tools we studied, but let me see. It's okay, I'm checking on you, but I'm not coming at your home to check the journals. I see that we are 20, but I don't know who's the newest who arrived, but it's okay. I put everyone on mute because to make the audio easy to hear. But if during the session, in any moment, you have a question, it's okay, you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Sometimes when we have an assignment, if you don't understand and maybe you don't have the courage to ask, and it's okay, you ask, and we are all, also the fact that we are on Zoom, we need to adjust to this technology. Did everybody broke with them a picture? Do you have a picture, Andy? For those who didn't have the email, maybe Margot, sorry, j'ai oublié de te dire, et prends avec toi pour le premier exercice, on aura besoin d'une photo. Prends une photo là tout de suite qui est à côté de toi. Everybody knew it. I guess that everybody is on the mailing list. If you are not, and I can't see you, maybe unmute yourself and no, don't tell me. Just grab a picture. Even a picture on your telephone, it's okay. It's just to have a dear image that something you like, someone you like, or yourself, and just end it, because as usual, we are going to start with a small meditation, and after, while staying in the mood of the meditation, we are going to start to draw. Just one last thing. Who was here at was at the poetry workshop? Who did the poetry workshop? I can see Chiara, some of Geraldine, let me see. I can't see everybody. We did a workshop on Instagram Live last Wednesday with my friend Justine, and we did concrete poetry exercises. I tried to save the video, but I didn't make it, so I filmed the Instagram Live with my telephone on the iPad, and I posted in Instagram, how do you call, IGTV, and so maybe you can go catch it. It was fun because I think you can integrate this kind of exercise to the graphic journaling. Oh, hello, Elda. We are catching up on our week. Elda just arrived. And so those exercises, if you have the occasion, go check it, because it was fun, even if the video is not very good, because it's the telephone who filmed the iPad, but it's okay. So we are going to start. I guess everybody has a question. Okay, we are going to start with our small meditation, just to get in the mood, to come back in our body. And as usual, you can keep your pens and pencil handy. Daily period ask, is the poetry, yes, the poetry workshop is in my Instagram IGTV, which is in the Instagram page. There is one part where you can see the picture, and another part where you can see the IGTV is the videos. And I posted it maybe a few days ago, maybe Thursday, and you can go grab it there, because it was fun. Okay, there is chat message. Yes, oh, no problem. Perfect. So let's start with the meditation. Put your journal in front of you. If you want, you can open it to the new pages. You can keep handy your pens, your pencil, and we are going to start like in a seated position as usual. We sit tall through our spine, like comfortable position, but like straight up position. And we start to just breathe normally. And we embrace whenever our hands fall naturally, like can be palms up or down on the knees, along the bust. As you are, you stay. Let's start by feeling our body. Feel your hand on your thighs. Feel your legs on the floor or on the chair. Maybe the hair on your arms or on your face. And for the whole meditation, be available for whatever this afternoon has in store. And start by noticing the breathing. You can have a soft gaze, or you can close your eyes. We are going to deepen the breath, slowing down. And you are going to drop the chin to your chest while exhaling. And then inhale, chin up, nose to the sky. And then again, chin down, exhale. Nose up, inhale. 2 more time. Chin down, exhale. Nose up, inhale. 1 more time. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, nose up. And now, sink in your breath. Feel how it slows down and take your hands to your belly. Put your hands on your belly and you can feel your belly expand each time you inhale. And then the navel draws in as you exhale. Again, inhale, expand. Exhale, navel draws in. Inhale and take in all the energy. And when you exhale, surrender. 1 more time. Inhale, take in all the energy. And exhale, surrender. See if you can allow this conscious breathing to affect your mood, to rise your vibration. And as usual, if your mind wanders, gently noticing and come back to your breathing. Inhale, feel the belly expand, and when you exhale, soften your face. Inhale, and when you exhale, soften your jaw. Be here. And now, hands to your heart. Gently bow your chin to the chest and mentally listen if a word or a sentence comes as you as an intention for today. Just listen and If nothing comes, it's okay. You still can mentally ask for direction to your heart. Like, where should I go? What should I do? Don't force it. Take 3 more breaths, 3 or 4 or 5 breaths, and then write it down. Write whatever sentence or word come to you. Okay, while staying in this state with centered breath and embodiment, you are going to take your journal and your picture, whatever pencil or pen you want, and you are going to start in one new page drawing this picture you bring with you. We are going to take 15 minutes and you just start. Just take the time to draw the picture you brought with you without asking any question. Follow what feels good today. There is no assignment. There is no closed eyes, touching the object, remembering as we did the last time. You just stay with your image. Trust your eyes and so your hand. And try not to believe your mind that is telling you that this is too hard to draw this kind of picture, or that you should have chosen a more easy picture, or that you will fail at it. For this exercise, maybe the only assignment will be to go to the end of the 15 minutes and staying on the same drawing. Don't turn your page before you finish the 15 minutes and see how it goes. And at the end, you will turn the page anyway. If you did a bad drawing, a good drawing, it's the same. The result will be the same. You will turn the page and start another one. So for now, try to sink in your breath like we did in the meditation. And follow the sensation. We call it the groove in the first exercise, in the first lesson. And if while drawing you feel the need to analyze what you do, try to divide this analytic part of you. Make this part of you observing your move from the outside. Don't make it participating to the act of this drawing. If you can, while you draw, see yourself from above, and maybe you can notice, are you starting your drawing from the details, from the faces, from the center, or are you building up the general shapes before drawing in the detail. Maybe you're using pencil before the pen because you are afraid of getting the proportion wrong. Or maybe you will notice a thing you will never notice in this picture just by putting your attention to it. And this morning I was reading Linda Berry book. Linda Berry is a cartoonist and a teacher, and she speaks about drawing on the pages on a journal as I'm reading, as to be able to stand the not knowing and not trying to guess long enough for the image to be able to come forward. This means you just go, you just draw, you go to the end and you don't analyze it. Okay, we passed the half point. You still have 5 minutes and a half to go. Try to notice all the sensations that arise while you are challenging to draw a picture. Try to noticing without judging it or without trying to understand it. Just if you judge your drawing or if you think it's too hard or that you suck or I don't know, just see it. You can just maybe make a mental note like, oh, okay, I'm thinking that this is difficult or I'm afraid of making a wrong composition or something wrong, or just try to analyze, don't use the analyzing part of your brain, just to look. When it goes up, you see it, but you are above of yourself. Now the part that is driving you is the hand, is the eye. The brain is just observing. Okay, you have 2 minutes to go. Whoop. Okay. So, how are you? How you feel? Yes, I can see everybody at the same time. Okay, so what we did is trying to approach some drawings that sometimes can be attached to a result, like reproducing, I don't know if you say this in English, reproducing a picture sometimes means that you need to make it looking like the original, or that you want to make it good and everything. And the thing is, sorry, my daughter, the thing is, when you draw in your journal, we learn how to stay in the groove. And if I can see her going with food like a squirrel. I have a squirrel in the house. Sorry. So we try to learn. We learn tools to approach the drawing without thinking too much, like we did last time, without judging what we do, or like we did the first time. Recognizing this flow, the groove, to feel good and kind of in this kind of mood. So the first time or second time, I'm repeating it for those who wasn't here. We studied with the tools to apply since we are drawing a graphic journal, and the purpose is to make it every day, because if you keep a graphic journal every day, you will see the evolution of your life at high catch, but also of your hand habit. You know, you will catch your movement of drawing, and you will find your own way of expressing yourself. So I'm repeating this for those who weren't there the time we talk about it. For remember, if you don't have time to have a graphic journaling, there is a night, we don't have a time, but we want to just stop the day and then maybe come back later. What you can do is to divide your page in 4, and you make 2 lists. One is I did, so you make a list of things you did in this past day. Then you have and you take like 1 minute to list like 10 things. And then there is the other part is I saw, which means you take 1 minute to list 10 things you saw. Then there is the part in which you write down what you heard. So you write, I heard, and you just write something you heard, like something someone told you, or from a podcast, from a TV show, anything, or from a neighbor, anything you heard in that day. So in this way, you use your mind, you make a list like you are going to the supermarket. Okay, I did this. It can be extreme important things, or just I went down, threw away the litter, I don't know. So you use your brain like in a very analytic way. I did this, I saw that, okay. And the last, you pick one thing and then you draw, maybe the more important in this moment, and you draw a quick sketch. But once you have the list, you can always come back to this list for later. We did this exercise the other time, so we are not doing this again. I just wanted to add that maybe you can, if you are not like, if you feel that this crossing the page is too rigid, like Linda Berry, also my beloved Linda Berry, do it like this. She do a cross, but it's the same. It's like I saw, I did, I heard, and the drawing of yourself or what you want to tell down. Okay, this part is just for you to know. If you weren't at the class when we did it, maybe then you can try. When we finish, you can put yourself aside and you put 1 minute to each section. So you know that you have 4-minute exercise. It's a very quick exercise, so it's very difficult to say, I don't have time to keep a graphic journal, because 4 minutes, you can make 4 minutes out of a day and just you do this. And sometimes it can work like, you know, you have when you have a lot of things going down and up, or do you say in your brain, you put those things, your memories, your facts, and you put it in the list of the day. So they are there. It's like an external hard disk when you empty your computer. Okay, but today, since it's our last meeting, we are trying to go a little bit further. Okay, now you have the tool to analyze and do this, but now we are going to do an exercise to bypassing this analytic part, okay? Like we did in the drawing of the picture, we have one part of our mind, which is the part that analyzes, that organizes, that judges, that says, that try to make sense of things. We need it to live a normal life, to go groceries, shopping, and everything. But also we have a part that is more, how do you call it, like an instinct part. Some, like Gurdjieff would say, the moving center. We have some part, is like when we learn to ride the bike. At the beginning, you need your brain to ride the bike or to drive a car. You need to learn, okay, the hands go like this. You need the intellectual part to learn these things. It's like, okay, I have to put my feet on the pedal and the arm like this to draw the bike. It's the same to keep a graphic journal. Maybe I can do a list, but in a moment, this part, you forget the intellectual part, and it's the moving center that comes and decide. Like in the bike, when you ride the bike or you draw your car, you don't need to think about it. Your mind, your body knows how to do it. And with the drawing of the journal, we are looking for this thing. We are looking for going into our graphic journaling in an instinctive matter. Like you go, you don't think about it and you don't judge it. Maybe if you work in drawing, but you are, I don't know, here we have an architect, we have some artists who do screen printing, I can see you, and I do tattoos. Indeed, sometimes you need to intellectualize your creativity because you need to think about it. It's not only, okay, I go for it. But in the graphic journal is another place. The graphic journal is the place when we want to make it faster and easier to do it, okay? I hope that with my English I can explain. If you have a question, unmute yourself and you can ask. So, exercise. As we did, for those who were here, as we did for this, the 4-panel journal, what we are going to do is we are going to divide in 4 our page, again, not making a list, but we are going to take maybe 1 minute for each panel, or 2 minutes. We are going, for each panel, we are not going to make the list. We are just drawing very fast the image of the things we did yesterday. We work with the yesterday, okay? So you have your page in 4 and you go for it, like first section of the page, I drank coffee. Okay, I draw this. I don't put it on the list. I just draw it. Second section, maybe I got an argument, or I watch a movie, or I kiss someone, hopefully in the house, not outside, because we are in quarantine. So you don't put the list. You just think of something and you draw it right away. Is it clear? Can I? Okay. So I will put the timer. Do you think 1 minute, you're okay with 1 minute? Like to fast drawing? Because I want to make more exercises. So I just want to give you the tool to try these things. And so you think of one thing and then you draw, and each time the minute sounds, make a ding, you start again. Okay, let's go. First minute. And we are doing this exercise, we are bypassing the list. We are, how do you say, dig the brain and just go to our moving center, image in the brain, drawing on the paper. No list involved this time. We try to make the process faster. And the more we train on doing this, and the more we feel free to do it. Okay, so first minutes is done. Is it okay? Unmute yourself if you feel that it's too short. No, everybody's okay? Okay, perfect. So let's start, go with the second panel. Second thing can be anything, can be something important or something not. Just go for it. The first image that came to mind. We are working with the yesterday, just because we are working on a journal, but once you are on your own, you can do it with your childhood, we can do with working matters, so you can go deeper in the memories. Okay, let's go for the third one. So we are at the third section of your page. Okay, we have still one to go, I guess.
Nico, what's the fourth one?
Whatever you want.
Object.
I
Okay.
can't see you. Equity. Whatever you want. You know, we are just speaking things from yesterday. The first thing.
Okay.
Yes, the same. We are working on the 4. We can make it work just on 1, but we're repeating to make the process like automatic. And we are doing in 1 minute. Okay, perfect. This is a question for those who were there last time we did the exercise like this, but they have the help of the list. Feel free to unmute yourself, and can you, if you want, tell me if you felt a difference in having a guide as a list or in going into the page. I want to know.
I think knowing the list in my mind, it was very helpful to do this one, because automatically I just went, I did this, and this is what I saw, this is what the conversations I had, so it was helpful.
Okay, so you like make a list in your mind, but your brain picked the more important without having to write it down?
Yeah, in a way, yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Chris. Is there someone else? Let me.
Me, I made a list yesterday. So at the beginning, like for the 2 first drawings, I looked at it in order to remember more quickly the things I did, because sometimes I feel it's a bit hard. Like when I start doing my list, I need a moment to put myself in the day. So I picked 2 things, and then after it made me thought about other things, and then for the 2 other drawings, it wasn't on my list.
Okay, so now I didn't catch. So now to draw, you went back to the list from yesterday? No. Yes. Because
in
you
fact,
read
this morning I did my list of yesterday.
Okay.
And so now I came back to it just to begin the exercise. So for the 2 first drawings, and then it helped me go with the rest, and I remember other things that I didn't write.
Okay, and you went physically back to the list, like you turned the pages, okay, and then you went. Because why did you do? Because sometimes having the list, it's like you feel more secure to have an assignment. Okay, maybe in the list I wrote, I don't know, shoes, or because you, no, sorry, you were maybe answering.
No, but it's okay. I can, in fact, it's because the time was short and sometimes it takes me time to remember the things.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, come on, I go and check my list and.
Yes. Okay. Yes, because the thing is that the exercise is 1 minute, 1 minute, and sometimes it can be helpful to have a structure of with a time structure. Like, okay, sometimes we can feel overwhelmed of not keeping a graphic journal because we don't have time, we have life, work, and everything. Even now that we are self-isolation, we still need to make mental time. And the fact that we have 1 minute, 1 minute, and 4 minutes in total sometimes can help. But in this case, it was like beginning the exercise, like, okay, go, you have 1 minute, go. I understand. I just do this because I want to finish the lesson, but perfect. Thank you, Geraldine. Okay, someone else?
Hello.
Hello.
So it is in these days, it is very difficult to remember what I did yesterday. So my first one was breakfast. Okay, I know that we do breakfast with my partner in front of a cartoon. So I drew this. And then while we were drawing, you said childhood. I have one precise memory from childhood. And then the rest, you said kiss. I said, yes, we do kiss. And then I have, yesterday I printed something, and I still have the tools in front of me. So I remember, oh yeah, yesterday I did print, but if I didn't...
Linocut printing.
Yeah. So if I would have put them in their place, I wouldn't have remembered it.
Of course.
So maybe doing a list every day and then choosing from the list might be helpful also for the memory keeping during the quarantine, because every day is the same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's easier to do list.
Yes, making the list, it's like, it's the faster way of giving something to do to our mind, so that after we can concentrate to our creativity, to our groove. Like, okay, the mind made the list, and now we can just pick one and go. And okay, thank you. Someone else? No? Okay, so what we can do before the other exercise is something that maybe I should have make you do also before this exercise, because as Geraldine said, sometimes, okay, maybe they are short exercise, but when memory is involved, sometimes we need a moment to take all the things and go a little deeper, and then go pick the memories. Last time, I don't remember, it was the second or third time, we did the exercise with the spiral. Do you remember? Like, before any exercise, if you need to recenter, you can do a meditation. I mean, come to your breath, touch your belly or to your heart and concentrate and ask for guidance. But also you can just take the new page you want to start and put the date on the up of the pages, and just start by pointing your pen in the middle and start drawing a spiral, making the lines very closer but never touch themselves. And while doing this, just concentrating on this, breathe and leave the memories to rise up. So we are not going to do this exercise again, since we already done it, but we are going to do one similar. We are going to do a pattern exercise just to recenter ourselves, and it's a tool to start our practice of memory. By pattern, I mean we can go very simple, can be parallels line. And maybe if you want to make it different, maybe you don't want to go, it depends by the size of your journal. If you have big pages, maybe you don't want to go parallel lines from up to down. you need shorter line, and then you will understand why. So maybe what you can do is to, as usual, divide your pages in 4 or more than that, and for each section, you can go like vertical line, parallel. When you finish the section, maybe the one after you can do horizontal line, but still parallel, and then diagonal lines, and then go back to the vertical. I don't know. Since for each section you have parallel lines, and the thing is, when you need to concentrate, we are going to do this exercise. I'm going to make like a 5 or maybe 3 minute timer, and the practice will be, for now, start dividing your pages, and when the timer goes on, you start from one side of the section, for the parallel line, but what you're going to do is inhale, point your pen, exhale while drawing the line. Inhale, you move your pen, and then you point, you do the line while exhaling. Is it clear? Oh, the image just freeze. Can you hear me? Okay. Did you get the exercise, like pattern and parallel line, but you inhale when you don't mark the paper, and you exhale when you are doing the line. This is the reason you don't want to do lines all the pages, because you will die. Just you go at your own rhythm, and your hand will follow the breath, and then you start again. Marie is asking if I can repeat in French. Of course. L'exercice. Yes, and I'm going to speak Italian. Okay. Non, ce que tu vas faire, c'est que tu vas, on va dessiner un pattern, c'est-à-dire plusieurs lignes parallèles, un à côté de l'autre, et tu vas inspirer, et quand c'est le moment de faire ta ligne, tu vas expirer. Donc, tu sors l'air, tu expires pendant que tu fais ta ligne. Après, tu prends l'air, tu bouges ton crayon pour aller pour la deuxième ligne, et tu expires. Donc, tu vas calibrer ton mouvement à chaque fois que tu respires. Donc, tu essayes d'avoir à la même vitesse que tu as fini la ligne, c'est la même que tu as fini ta respiration. C'était clair? 3 minutes, I guess, because I thought about 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is very good timing to just make breathing exercises. If you can concentrate on one thing and stay on the breath, 5 minutes, you will finish the exercise and you are like a new person. But we don't have enough time, so we are going to do 3 minutes, but you know that you can make it longer when you are on your own. Okay, let's go. And so you try to make your breath like the exhaling, lasting the time you do the line. Maybe you need to slow your hand, or maybe you need to push a little bit more your navel toward the spine to empty your lungs and arrive to the end of the line. I have this and try to use this exercise is, as usual, a way to learn tools to go faster in our body, to start the drawing for a place of instinct, of movement, and the instinct, your hand know what to do. And it's like writing. The more you write, the more you don't have to think how to write a F or a letter A, I don't know. Okay, I still see some people doing the lines, but it's okay. You can come back to, if you started a nice pattern and you want to come back to it, you can come back later. And also, then pattern can be everything. We did lines because it's more easy, and you can then choose your own sign to repeat. Can be like we did last time, spirals, can be ovals with circle inside, or I don't know. A cool exercise I use, but we are not doing now because for the time, and it's like you can take your time to make a pattern, and also you can make time to color your own pattern, like in a coloring book, but with no shape. This can be cool. So I would like to make an exercise. What we can do is that everybody is going to the chat and write a word like we did last time, but not in a private chat, not just to me, to everyone. You go there and write a name, a word, an action. It's everything. Just go for it. Okay, well, okay, they are coming. Okay, so we are using the chat as a word bag. Sometimes it can be a nice game, or I like to, like we did in the poetry workshop, using what is called found poetry. The found poetry is when you look around you and you grab words that you see written all around you, and you use them to make a poem. And it's very fun, because especially if you think you can't write a poem, you just sit in the middle of your room, and if you turn and you see one name on a book and one word on a list, and everything you see, and you try to put them, and your mind will pick what is better for telling your story, even if you don't know. The exercise was very, very cool. In this way, we are creating a virtual word bag, like the chat is like we have a lotto. How do you say when you have all the numbers and you pick one like this? Now we have a lot of words written, and what we are going to do is take another page, make it in 4, because we are going to work on 4 different illustrations. I mean, you can also make a drawing for each pages, but since our drawings that you are going to do it fast, maybe dividing, so you have the exercise in one eye-catching. What we are going to do, you cut your page in 4, and we're going to have 3 minutes, which is a little better, for each panel to draw a wordless illustration or something that happened to you, but it's something that pops in your mind while you are reading one of these words. So here we have, I don't know, maybe 20, or you have 20 words. You don't need to take, to do 20 drawings. We are going just to do 4 drawings, but so maybe have a quick look at all the words that you have. The first word you see that pops an image, a memory in your mind, you go doing your illustration, and then when we finish, you go back and, this one, okay, and you do it, okay? I will put the timer, and you pick, don't be picky like, this give me a memories, but it's difficult to draw. No, go for it. You don't care. It's your journal, and you try. The fun is to make it. Everybody has the image. Pick one word and let's go. The first 3 minutes. The goal is to see, the word will make a mental image. This mental image will pop in your mind when you read, and you're going to translate it in your page. Take something from outside that creates something inside, and right away putting outside again, but with your own story. And like we say, the first lesson, I guess, maybe for people who weren't there, every time you have an image in your mind that you want to translate on the paper, this is a mental drawing you create, and then there is the one you make on the paper. Sometimes, often, maybe always, they don't look the same, but it's okay. It's like you don't have to feel less, or you see the image and you go for it, and the more you do this, and the more you will make this process more immediate. Like the drawing you create in your mind goes directly on your page, and maybe you don't even see the drawing you create in your mind. You just create a sensation or a visual effect that you follow. Okay, 38 seconds to go. I hope it's okay. If you have finished, try to don't go catch other words before the end of the timing, so that new timer, new word at the same time. Okay. So go see another word and right away check the chat, and then right away up we go. Can be an old memory or a new memory, can be something happened this morning, or something from, as we say, from the childhood. The aim of the exercise is to create a bridge from the mental image to the paper, and to cross this bridge on one side and on the other every time we want. If we have an image, we go for it. If we have a memory and we want to draw it, we go for it. And if we don't like it, it's okay, we turn the pages and we go on. Not right now, you stay in the drawing for the long of the timer, but for the future. Often when we do this kind of exercise, it's not important how it looks, the things you are drawing, but what these things is doing. If the word is socks, so I don't know, maybe it's not important how the socks looks, but what's the story around this, the attachment around this memory, or what's the situation and the action. Okay, I think we are going for the third. So pick a word, pick something like challenge yourself, like go. If you feel to challenge, to play, it's a game, so try, and if you don't feel like, don't do it. Or you can do it, but you don't take it very serious. Okay, we have still one to go. We did 3. No, we did 4 or 3? 3, okay, let's go for the last one. Pick a word and go. Okay, we've made it. Today I don't have my telephone because my daughter took it to make TikTok's video. So I couldn't take picture of the drawing, but I like to see anyone drawing at their desk. It's amazing. So how do you feel? Tell me. How do you felt this, like this digging above the mental construct? Did you feel like going past the mind judgment? Did you manage to do it?
I had a lot of fun and I thought about funny things I never think about, so it was really nice.
So cool. How can I see you? Okay, Laura, here you are. And I don't remember, you were here last time? No.
No, it's the first time.
Ah, okay, perfect. Okay.
I had all the previous lessons, but this time I'm here and.
Ah, perfect. So cool. The thing is that if no, I don't want to talk before. If there is someone else who wants to say something, or Oh, you want?
I just had less fear than the last one. Okay, I felt like careless, you know.
Selfless?
Yeah, careless.
Yes, and careless, and also maybe selfless, like
yes,
less
yes.
thinking about how I managed to do this, how.
Yeah, because what happens if the drawing is bad? Nothing. Okay, nothing happens. Okay.
No.
And this is the first time for me, because last time I was terrified. I
know. I had to drag you to the class. Elda, come, please. You will enjoy. I know. Okay, perfect. And you wanted to add something?
No, I think was the most important thing.
Perfect. Someone else?
Yes, me.
Hey, Claire. Salut.
Salut. So it felt very fun for me, and also very relaxing.
Okay.
And it made me think. I work with kids.
Okay.
And I felt like them when I asked them to draw, and they just go. Yeah, as you say, go with the flow, and they don't care if the drawing is bad or good, and they just this is what's happening, and here the little girl's doing this and that, and whatever, they just go and
yes, because they
enjoy it.
Claire, were you here the first lesson?
Yes.
Yes, when we draw the car.
Yes.
Yes, and when I say now we are going to draw a car, and everybody went like this, and the only person who didn't went like this was Stella, who was a child, the daughter of Agathe, a girl who was in the lesson. She was the only one who wasn't afraid to draw a car, because there is this moment when we are 8 about, then sometimes we stop drawing because we start to judge what we do. We become, I don't know how to say it in English, like the opposite of what Elda was saying, like self-aware. So we are like, we know that we can make it something not good or not professional, and so we are afraid. And so kids are amazing, but also adults, we can be amazing if we learn how to stop this judgment. We can come back to this. I see Barbara. No, you said something? Hai detto qualcosa?
No, I wanted to say that I really like this exercise that we did now, because it's more you put imagination, no? You put more imagination. And,
yes.
But I like the other as well, because it's all different, because it gives you the possibility to explore many kind of drawing, many kind of remember something, and to make it in a different way. So for example, the first when we divided the sheet in 3D, the soul and earth, it was everything was very quick, no? It's not it's because of the time, but even because sometimes it looks like you don't remember what you did. It seems like you didn't live your life sometimes, no?
Yes.
And then, so now I wanted just to say that I really like this way to proceed, because he is give a way to spread the imagination.
Yes, yes, because sometimes it's useful to have the tools to know if you don't remember, because we don't know what did I did yesterday? I don't remember. We have the tools to go fast back in the memories, write it down, but also we are not attached to the tool. We use this tool if we need them. Sometimes we need more than other times, but also we need to, what we have to, I don't know, we learn how to go past this tool and just trust ourselves. And as you say, the imagination, and we go.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. And thank you, grazie, Bella. And someone else?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that like for me, the timer is really helpful about the judgment, because I tend to think too much. And I know that it happened while I was drawing. I was like, oh, this is shitty, the shape is not realistic. But then you don't have the time to do it again. So it is as it is, and you have to continue and go with it. And so it helped me, get rid of that idea and continue.
Yes, also because sometimes we judge too quick what we are doing. As we said last time about finding our own style, but at the same time, don't get too attached to the result of having a style. But because sometimes we do something and we judge it and we say, no, it's no good, and we go past it. And today, with the drawing of the picture, of the photograph, the fact that you had to stay in the frame time and you can't go and do another before the end, gives your drawings the time to come and to appear, and without your mind deciding if it's good or not, like, it's not good, start again. You don't know. You go to the end, and at the end you say, I like it or not, but the result is the same. You turn the page and you go on, but okay. And the timer, I think the timer is, it's a good way also to give a structure. Structure is a good way to understand how long does it take to do a drawing. Because sometimes we do things and we don't know how long we take to do this. How long do we take to make a picture? When we draw the castle, we made it in 4 minutes, and then we scaled down up to 30 seconds or 15 seconds, I don't remember. And each time in the time frame, we managed to do this. So it's magic. Time doesn't exist. We can. Time is an illusion. No. And okay, perfect. Grazie, Geraldine. And is there someone else that wanted to add something? I think I can see you. Okay. I think I can go. And if you want to talk, you can unmute yourself and talk. So the aim of this 4 meeting was to give you the tool to start a graphic journal, even if you are not a professional drawer, or even if you are a professional drawer, but you never kept a journal, or if you, I don't know, each motivation, maybe you find yourself in the meditation, the why are you doing this? It's your own way. But for me, the thing was that, like, we are living strange times because we are stuck at home. Maybe some of us have already experienced like the loss of some loved one because of this moment, or maybe not, but we live anxiety because we are afraid, or because we are in a little home or full of people home, I don't know. I think that the art practice can be a decoration, can be something. I'm a tattooer, so I know the decoration side of the art because it's all about decorating the body, but also it's like having something to make us, how do you say in English, thrive through these times, to have the tools to express, giving survival tools to express ourselves and express our feeling, and also work on our memories, on our past, on our day. It's always positive because these make us conscious of what we are living. So, okay, we spent 1 hour and a half. We did first lesson, we tried to get this exercise to get into the groove. The second lesson, I said, was called What a Feeling, all the songs, because we learn how to draw memories and therefore feelings. Third lesson was about learning how to recognize the ego and how to don't believe it, don't believe the hype because the roof is on fire. And today, I hope we go past all these tools to try to build our own journaling practice, trusting ourselves. I don't know, I opened a Patreon to start doing this class, continuing doing this, because I enjoy it very much. At the beginning, I said, okay, I'm doing for people who follow me, because this is good for me, graphic journaling, so I'm doing it to help, because it's the only way I found to help. But the more we did it, and the more I found that it was helping also me, because I come from art school background, and sometimes we feel that we must show off our techniques, we must prove that we can draw, we must prove that we are so, and it's very heavy to bring this on our back when we like to draw. And so the more I try to explain this to you, and the more I felt that also what I was before, when I was young, got healed by this process. So I'm enjoying this very much, and I'm continuing it on Patreon. The beginning I said I wanted to do 1 a month, but I don't know, maybe I will add lesson. Because we are, and maybe, I don't know, do you would like to continue? How do you feel about it? What's your mood about this class? Is it something you would like to continue, or? Yes, I can see, because I can see some of you are already in the Patreon. Okay, so maybe what I'm going to do, I will give myself a few more days to understand how to manage all this, to give the possibility to everyone to come, even to people that maybe can't afford in this period a Patreon, subscribing, maybe, I don't know, I'm going to find out how to do it. And I will send you an email with the mailing list, which most of you had in the spam or in the promotion section, because since I'm sending the email with MailChimp, and MailChimp is a program, how do you say, is an application to make email, but Gmail often doesn't like it, feel it like it's spam. It's not spam, it's me. So be aware of your inbox, and if you have some ideas and or you have special need, there is message. Thank you, Beku. Yes, thank you, Deborah. Beku says those classes are just awesome, and when things waiting for Sundays in all week for it. Thanks a lot. Okay, thank you, Laura, thank you, Deborah. Yes, but yes, I think I will have to come up to understand how to manage this. Feel free to write me to share what you prefer, in which condition you would like to continue, the timing, how often, and all this. And I think that's it. Do you have more question? Something to say? Okay, so I hope you did enjoy. As usual, yes, Barbara, it's an important moment. It's like the thing is when I started these classes, I say, okay, we do all the April and then we will be outside of quarantine, but still we are still in quarantine. I don't know how it will evolve, so I'm getting back to you the beginning of this week, and so we can manage to maybe continue or not. Okay.
I wanted just to say something. For
yes.
me, it's important. No, just I don't want to steal time. I want to just say that for me, no, that is in this particular moment of my life and our life. But me now, for example, I'm stuck in Venezuela because I came here for a trip, but I can come in Europe at this moment. So it's a long story. And now we know each other since a long time. So I draw and everything, blah blah. But now is like 2 months that I started to make. I always made my journal, my diary, but now is more. I don't know. I make a structure, and so when you come out with this Zoom and so with this course, with this workshop, I don't know how to call. It was interesting because it looks like it matched in what I was feeling in this moment. Because me, I wanted to. I'm trying to write this what I'm feeling and what I see in this country. It is a very difficult situation. So when I go out just for to go to the market, it's very difficult to go to the market here, so make things. And I back home, I try to make this journal, and it's very important. So, and I don't know, so this is.
Thank you. I'm happy that it was useful. Grazie, cara. Also, we are going to manage to continue. I see there are also the message. Marty say thanks, and Chris, you're welcome. Geraldine, Elda, Belle, and yes, it's a very important moment. We are living something that nobody ever lived this before, like global stay at home, because if you go out you will die. Not like this is the feeling, but also we are lucky, honestly, to have like technology like Zoom. It was my first time using Zoom, and I'm so grateful to have all of you like here. And so I'm Charlotte, thank you. So I will write you very soon. Check your inbox and we'll manage something all together. Bri, grazie anche a te. It was I'm feeling emotional. I feel like the end of the school, oh, I don't want this to end. But we will maybe go on because we are still at home. In my mind, the end of April was the end of quarantine, but actually it's not. So we can maybe go on and see how. But and one last thing, no, two last things before we go. one is I recorded this class like last time. I hope it's okay for everyone. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but just to keep track, maybe make some clips out of it. And second thing, I don't know if everybody have a Facebook. I hate Facebook, but in 2015, when I started doing this graphic journaling class, I created a Facebook group for the people who came, and he always kind of stayed like this, and we posted once in a lifetime, but it's still there. It was private, and today I made it public, which means that you can find it and ask to be part of it. I think the name is like Graphic Journaling Nikos Balboa or Nikos Balboa Graphic Journaling. I will send this maybe also in the email. There is an URL which is a Facebook group. I don't know what maybe facebook.group.com, I don't know, but / Nikos Balboa Graphic Journaling. Maybe you can go there and come to the group, so we can stay in touch even outside of the Zoom class, even between you all. I think it's fine. I already see that some of you follow each other on the Instagram. I think Instagram is more fun than Facebook, but I don't know if you can create a group on Instagram. So maybe Facebook for the moment it's better. Or for the one who are on Patreon, it will be more easy to communicate, I guess, between there is a Patreon community. But so I will send you, maybe you can go and look for it. If you don't find it, I will send you the link. So we stay in this group and we see how it goes. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, it was very cool to have you. See you soon. Bye-bye.